Okay, back to the consonant. Let me apologize first of all. This recording device which I have here is limited to 15 minutes because of the free version. Okay, I don't feel like paying for it, so if I paid for it, I could extend that. But 15 minutes is usually all right. Sometimes when I'm cut short, I mean just wait for the next installment and I will continue. We stopped here. If you remember, when I said that in English, voiceless plosives are always aspirated, except when there is a s preceding. So you say speak, stay, and stand, and sky, not speak, stay, and stand, and sky. All right, okay. We have that, and let's continue from here. Okay, we do phonology here. Okay, we do phonology, which means students usually ask me, I mean, do I have to transcribe this sort of high case H, P, when I do? No. If you did phonetics, you should do it. Yeah? If you do phonetics, you would have to do it. But, I mean, since we're doing phonology, you don't. I mean, just have a P. But, I mean, since all P, except for when they are preceded by S, are aspirated in English, we know. Okay, so you don't have to transcribe it. Just remember it is aspirated. Okay, don't write pan, say write pan without the H. Okay, one more thing. I mean, I said this before, but I can't say this often enough. Beware of German final devoicing. Okay, particularly with the voiced plosives. Okay, so the difference between dock and dog, pluck and plug, back and bag, not and nod, cat and cud, okay, cap and cab. I mean, they are distinct words, okay? Okay, these are all minimal pairs, by the way. But, I mean, in German, those minimal pairs usually coalesce, because Germans tend to say for this thing, for this canine friend, okay, a dog barks. No, not a dog, a dog, all right? Okay, can't say this often enough. Said this before. Beware. Okay, have a g, a b, a d, even at the end of words. Okay. All right, we come to the fricatives. Yeah, the fricatives are consonants produced by forcing the air through an obstruction. Okay, made by two articulators close together. I mean, this is the definition. And those two articulators can be lips, tongue, teeth, palate, velum, whatever you have. I will explain that when we come to the individual fricatives. Okay, let's start here. These are the fricatives, the English fricatives. There are more. Yeah, in German, for example, we have and also fricatives, which you don't have in English, except for. But we come to that. I would forget about the h, at the moment, okay, h, since that's a very awful consonant. It's just exhaling. I don't know whether it's a fricative. So let's stick with the other four, yeah, in the voiced and voiceless variety. H, by the way, is one of the only consonants which you are allowed to say the H. I don't care. I don't know what it is. It's just an exhaling. But there again, these are the four fricatives in the voiced and voiceless varieties, and we start with the labiodental. Okay, labiodental, which means labio is lips and dental is teeth. So you put your lower teeth to your upper lip. Easy. Okay, and you switch on your vocal cords for the voice one. So this would be and okay. The labiodental fricatives. Usually spelled the voiceless labiodental fricative with an F. That's a letter. Okay, so that would be for and for. Okay, always British and American. Yeah, coffee and coffee. Okay, yeah, off and av. Okay, right, no problem here. And the voiced labiodental fricatives usually spelled with a V. Okay, voice. Okay, ever. Okay, love. Okay, Germans would say laugh. No, love. Even here, no final devoicing. Never do it. Okay. All right, there are awful spellings as well. Okay, so the GH spelling in enough and rough and draft, American English draft. Okay, PH spelling for Greek and Latin words. All right, physics. Okay, photography or photography. Phonology. Okay, phonology. There we go. Even the name, yeah, Stephen. Okay, even that with a PH. Usually PH is voiceless, yeah, but in Stephen it isn't. Okay, some Stephens spell themselves with V anyway, but there is the old spelling with PH. You should be aware of that. It's Stephen, not Stephen or something like that. Okay, there's that. How shall we go? Beware. Beware. Okay, Germans tend to confuse were and ver. We haven't done were yet. Okay, and say something like velvet for velvet. Velvet, black sort of texture. Velvet. Okay, not velvet. Not velvet. We will treat this problem further down, but I wanted to mention it right away here. This is one of the major problems Germans have, the difference between, I was referring to that in the very beginning of this lecture series, the difference between veil and whale. There's a lot of difference there. You should be aware of it. Here we go. I can't pronounce it anymore. And we'll come to that in due time. Okay, the interdental fricatives. The interdental fricatives, this would be when you put your tongue between your teeth, interdental. And v, voiced and voices. And v. Those interdental fricatives are commonly referred to as the TH, but TH is letter, so we won't say TH, we will say the interdental fricatives, yeah? Okay. Since they are very idiosyncratic for English, but most of the languages I know don't have those. The Spanish do, but for some different thingies. Yeah. Okay. Since they do not exist in many languages, I mean, speakers tend to substitute them. Okay, non-native speakers with something they think is similar. So s and z, or even d. Yeah. Yeah, this is, or this is, or something like that. They produce a problem. They are, the sort of shibboleth, okay? Whether you can pronounce English or not. Can you pronounce the interdental fricative? Oh, wow. That is very important. Okay, in order to know whether you use the voiced or voiceless interdental fricative, we have to differentiate between function and content words. Okay, because here word class is important. Different word classes, different realizations of the interdental fricative in initial position. But first of all, function words. What are function words? These are words that have a grammatical function. Okay, that relation between grammatical relations. In the sentence, so prepositions, pronouns, determiners, conjunctions, auxiliaries, particles, something like that. So words which have a grammatical function words, okay? And then we have, and in function words, the interdental fricative at the beginning of a function word is always voiced, and that's the important thing to learn. These are all function words here. This, they, them, their, that, the, than, then, whatever. But there you see those small little words which string grammatical, components of a sentence together. Okay, they have the voiced interdental fricative in the beginning. Okay, rule. All right. Content words are words, of course, which have a certain semantic, semantic meaning, which are responsible for the semantic meaning of a sentence, and they include, for example, nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, and these things. Okay, so they are responsible for the meaning of a sentence, not for the grammar. Okay. The content words beginning with an interdental fricatives always have the voiceless interdental fricative in the beginning. And there you have a few content words. Yeah, think. Okay, thanks. All right, throw. American English, throw. Okay, thorough. Thorough. Okay, thorn. Thorn. These things. Content words. Content words, interdental fricatives. Th. Okay, all right. Then the question is, that was the interdental fricative in the beginning of words. What is the interdental fricative like before vowels? Sound is mainly voiced, okay? Whether, weather, father, father, mother, mother, together, together, okay? Feather and feather. There you see in these words, between two vowel sounds, usually voiced except words of Greek or Latin origin. Okay, they're the voiceless interdental fricative. Method, okay, author, sympathy, first and third Greek, second Latin, okay, sympathy. So yes, that's the rule, okay, Greek, Latin words, usually, when they have an interdental fricative in the middle, voiceless. Okay, interdental fricative at the end of words, sorry, you have to know. Now, there's no real rule. Sometimes spelling may be an indication, but not always. In these cases, yes. I mean, you see the spelling, and there is an E, letter E, after the TH letters. This may be an indication that the fricative is voiced, but not always. But yes. Okay, so that's the difference between bath, okay, and bathe. All right, bath, voiceless, bathe, voiced. Okay, wrath, or American English, wrath. Okay, and scythe, scythe, a sickle. Okay, not a very common word. Not a very common word. Okay. Awful spelling, by the way. Okay, historical spelling. Okay. So this would be the interdental fricative at the end of words. I mean, this is what I would like to stop here now for the time being with the interdental fricatives. So yes, basically, once again, I mean, try it if you have problems with that. Okay, what you have to do is just put your tongue between your teeth and exhale. What's so difficult about that? Concentrate. You will manage. Okay. You know that. Okay. See you soon.